Moving on, a much tougher fight for Garp is his next opponent and grandson, Gear 5 Luffy, who at first glance should at the very least be capable of swapping hands with Garp, considering he was pretty regularly overpowering Kizaru while in the 5th gear, the same way his grandfather was against Kuzan, who we've already established was a rival to Kizaru pre-time skip. And while I would never argue that Luffy gets outright dominated by his grandfather, when you look at the result of both his and Luffy's fights against the Admirals, you'll notice that Garp inflicted more damage and less hits than Luffy, and arguably against a stronger opponent, as it's been implied Aokiji Haki bloomed when fighting Akainu on Punk Hazard, clearly showing us that while Gear 5 Luffy is incredibly strong, he's still marginally weaker than old Garp at this point in the story. I will say though that if Luffy were to pull out his Bajring gun and landed it on Garp, then I don't really see any scenario in which he survives, but I also don't think Luffy uses this move against Garp period, because well, it's his grandpa, which would then lead to Bro getting tranked by Gear 5 and basically losing the fight via stoppage.